it's Floppin' Phoebus here, and today we're going to be doing a Pokemon deck profile on Regibox. Okay, so today, with this Regibox deck, we're going to start off with the Pokemon. So we got two Regigigas, and what this does is, it has the ability where you can only attack if you have the 3 Regis on your bench, which kind of sucks, but it is a 1 prize card attacker, and has 180 HP, and with a choice band it has 220, which is as much as most of the GXs nowadays. And its attack is pretty good, kinda not really, but it can be good if you get this out. And it's for 5 energy, it does 160 damage, and you discard a stadium in play. Which could be good, because if you get your bench reduced to 3 with whatever it's called, can't remember. Trying to remember the name of it. Whatever. It's decent. You can knock off your opponent's stadium, and it does 160 or 170 with a choice band, which is the tool of choice. So since we need to have all 3 Regis on our bench, we're gonna go with other Pokemon. We're gonna be using 3 Registeel. Turbo Arm, 30 for a steal, and you get to attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench. That helps accelerate Regigigas. And second attack, not too bad, 90 damage, and then heal 30 if you have a Regice. Mainly want to start with this, and Turbo Arm isn't that bad of an attack. Next we have Regirock, which is going to be one of our better Pokemon too. For its ability, says that your Registeel do 10 more damage. So you can essentially, if you get 2 of these out in a turn, and choice band on the Registeel, you can Turbo Arm for 60, which isn't that bad, which is double the damage. And its attack isn't bad too. For 2 fighting and a colorless, you do 110, and it's unaffected by resistance. So basically, if you can Lysander, or not Lysander, if you can Guzma up a Zoroark, you can one-shot it with this, and basically one-shot anything else pretty much that's weak to fighting. And then for the last Pokemon in our line, we're using 3 Regis. If you can tell a pattern, 3 of each. I did 3 of each to for consistency purposes, and because they're also not that bad of attackers. Iceberg Shield if Regirock is on your bench, then this card can't be hit by your opponent's stage 2s, which is pretty good. And for a water and a double colorless, it does 70, which isn't terrible. It's not a bad attack, and it could be like a star or 2. So those are the Pokemon. Okay, on to the supporters. I run 4 Sycamore, pretty standard, discard your hand and draw 7. 3 ends, shuffles, or 4 ends I should say. Pretty good card, standard also, shuffles your cards in hand, draws some new ones. And 2 Guzma, because I was low on room, and it's really good too. All those are pretty much standards, nothing else. Next we're on to the items. We run 3 Max Elixir, because the Regi's attacks are pretty expensive. There's only the Registeel, which is a 1 energy attack, and everything else is 3 or 5. So you're going to want to get extra energies out. Then we run 4 Random Receiver, because this is kind of a fun deck. We're not really using Lele in this. This is just like a cheap variant that you can use with the deck. I say cheap, but these are like 6 apiece, but whatever. Still kind of cheap. And you flip over the top card of your deck until you find a supporter and put it in your hand. It can help you if you're in a situation where you need a supporter, but you don't have one. 4 Fighting Fury Belts, because it gives you all your Regis 40 more HP. Because that's like, they're all basics, so that's like kind of like an added bonus. So that's pretty cool. And they add, if you do 10 more too. So the Regigigas can hit for 170. That's one-shotting a Greninja Break, which is really good. 3 Floatstone. The retreat cost is 3 for the Regis. for the 3 typed Regis and 4 for the Regigigas. So that's kind of hefty. And also kind of a perk with all of them being basics. I'm running 2 Ultra Ball and 2 Nest Ball. Nest Ball is because you can get all your Pokemon with this, so it's really good. And Ultra Ball because you could discard some energy if you have like a Registeel active, so you can accelerate them. There's countless amount of times where I've done that. Next, we're on to some one-ofs. We use one Rescue Stretcher. You can either shuffle in 3 Regis or get one out of the grave, which isn't bad. You have 1 Special Charge to get your DCEs back, which is the special energy we're using, and 1 Time Map so you can see what your prizes are. I don't know. It seems like in like the fun decks per se. I find like Time Map is just like a filler card. It's pretty cool. And for the stadium of choice, if you can't tell already, Po Town. Yeah, we're gonna want to use Po Town because you have all basic, so you have no reason to worry about Po Town. But you're going to be facing probably a lot of evolution decks, so your opponent is probably going to take some damage off that, so it's like free damage getting in. So into our energies in a second while I move all this. Okay. For DCE, if it wasn't as obvious, or if it wasn't that obvious, because Regigigas uses 5 colorless to attack. Regice can use it too. It's a double colorless plus a water, so that's not bad. Then you got 4 steel for the Registeel, because if you want to try to use its second attack, it's going to take 2. Same reason with the Regirock if you want to attack with it, but that's its only attack, which is the 2 of these plus a colorless. So you're going to want to try to get these on, and it's actually a really good attacker because they can one-shot a bunch of things for where it hits for weakness. And then we're going to do 2 water, so you only need 1 to charge up, and to charge up for a it's like stuff on the sleeves. You only need 1 to charge up a Regice, so that's 14 energy right there. Overall, my thoughts on the deck. It's not too hard to get set up. Like, you can practically get each one of these out in turn 1 if you tried. Even though this looks like an expensive attacker, I played probably about like close to 10 games with this. Every game I've been able to get this, and it's a lot of fun. It's I've won quite a bit of games with it too, so it's not that bad of a deck. It's pretty decent. So I'd say overall, it's a really solid deck if you don't have much money and you just want to try something new and something fun. So that's my analysis on the Regibox deck. I'm going to be doing some more deck profiles like this on different decks. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like and a subscription, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.